very warm welcome, literally warm welcome from Luzern in Switzerland, from Alexander Linz. I'm head of content of watchadvisor.com. Why did I say literally warm welcome? It's amazingly hot here in Luzern. It's not only hot because it's summer, it's also hot because Luzern is one of the hot spots to buy a really good Swiss mechanical wristwatch. And today, in cooperation with Embassy, we are going to show you guys some amazing watches. We're going to start with some chronographs. We have more to come, but the chronographs will be these ones you're going to see if you watch this video. And guys, be sure to see this video until to the end, because at the end we will screen in a little voucher, and with that voucher you will get a Swissness surprise you shouldn't miss. And look what we have to show you. So the next 5 watches I have the pleasure here to present you at Embassy in Luzern are chronographs. Still a category of watches that is very much trendy, even if people are telling that chronographs are no longer really a watch that people want to buy. I can tell you it's not true. The 5 chronographs we have on the tray here are exceptional timepieces. Each of them is particular, that's why we chose them. The first one is Girard-Perregaux Laureato, the rebirth of the iconic watch of Girard-Perregaux, now available also as a chronograph. We have the Zenith Defy chronograph that is able to measure 1/100th of a second. We have the new Breitling Navitimer 8 in the execution with a Valjoux movement, not with the in-house. We have the IWC Yacht chronograph, fantastic timepiece also. And on top of it, last but not least, the A.LangeSoehne 1815 chronograph. That's something, yeah, it's hard to explain the beauty of that movement. Just a first look, a very first look, what I will present you just in a couple of minutes. In the same order as I just showed you in the brief preview on the tray, I will present you the watches now, and in my hands is the Girard-Perregaux Laureato Chronograph, the newest version of the newest introduction in the Laureato collection is the chronograph. As you all know, guys, the Laureato, this iconic timepiece that was created in the 60s, was almost forgotten by Girard-Perregaux, unfortunately. I don't know why they did it, but now, since the watch or the Laureato collection is back, the community around it is getting bigger and bigger, and these watches are really gorgeous. And in my personal opinion, the Laureato belongs in the same category as the Patek Philippe Nautilus, the Vacheron Constantin overseas, the Ingenieur von IWC. So it's one kind of type of watch, and you also have to name, of course, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. So that's one category. That's kind of a luxury SUV you buy. It's a type of sport watch you wear, and it's particular since it's outstanding. And this chronograph is available either with a leather strap, as it is in the execution you see here. You can wear it with a rubber strap or with a metal bracelet. So it's the way you can change or individualize the watch. This is the version with a very nice blue dial, and if you take a closer look, you will also see, and this is a little detail I would just want to point out, that even the color of the date is absolutely matching the color of the dial. Too often you see watches where this is not the case, and in terms of aesthetics, it looks simply gorgeous. So you have push buttons, you can screw and unscrew to enhance the water protection. So you can unscrew these buttons, and it's a chronograph done with an in-house movement, the Girard-Perregaux Laureato. I love it. Very nice watch. This chronograph is the Zenith Defy, the new Defy chronograph. And you know that Zenith is famous for its 36,000 alternations of the balance wheel. So it is, with the regular El Primero movement, able to measure the 1/10th of a second. So it's the only chronograph who's able to do that, amongst others, but it was the first, and it is
mostly, let's say, the brand that produces most of these movements with 1/10 of a second. But this is kind of a turbo, if you want, or an accelerated El Primero. It is measuring the 1/100th of a second, and I'm gonna show you now the central hand of the chronograph turning around each second. So have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So it's measuring the 1/100th of a second. This is technically done by having a second escapement in the watch that enables the alternance of 1/100th of a second. So you see here the balance wheel of the regular El Primero caliber that is beating at 36,000 and half beats per minute. And then if we will show you that by focusing inside and zooming into the watch, you will see the second balance wheel. When you press the button, you will see it, that enables this spectacular 1/100th of a second. Also executed in blue. Blue seems to be very trendy. We just saw the Laureato with a blue dial. Here you have an open work dial, but parts of the open work, parts of the movement that you see, since it's open work, is in blue. Looks gorgeous. And yeah, the new Zenith Defy chronograph. Before turning around the next chronograph, I do show you the back side. What you read here is Navitimer 8. So guys, did you ever expect Breitling to do a Navitimer without a slide rule? Yeah, they do. What George Kern, the new CEO, did is melting the collection of the case of the Navitimer with the look of the collection of board instruments they did in the past called Navitimer 8, and he took the best of both worlds and melted it to what you see in the picture. This is the new Navitimer 8 equipped with a non-in-house movement, therefore the price is quite attractive of the watch, and it's either a A.LangeSoehne 7750 or a Celita 5000 used here as the movement. It's an interesting watch since it's the beginning of a completely new area at Breitling. Unexpected, not any long so technical, technical based watches, black watches, watches that are let's say at home in the military area or at special missions. It's a design that is more let's say soft. It has it's less aggressive than it was, and I think it's a design that will please a lot of people who probably didn't like Breitling before, because the watches were really in their niche but not really satisfying let's say a taste that is more a taste of a watch you want to wear on a common day, and not only for one of your special missions in your life. So the Navitimer 8, nice watch. Once again, you see the logo, Navitimer and the 8. It's a certified chronometer. As always at Breitling, everything they do is 100% certified by COSC, the Swiss independent chronometer testing institute. A nice watch, beautiful. And never say Navitimer, guys. So if I hear you saying Navitimer, it's wrong. It is Navitimer because it had a slide rule and it was made for doing navigation calculations. The watch you see now is the Portugieser Yacht Club from IWC Schaffhausen, the brand that celebrates its 150th anniversary this year. And it's also a combination, or let's say the best of two worlds. On the one hand side of the elegance of the Portugieser collection, on the other side it's the inspiration of the Yacht Club watches IWC manufactured in the past. What is pretty particular, this chronograph compared to other chronographs, I just quickly want to show you this by taking once again quickly the Breitling. You see the Breitling has 3 counters. There's one counter for the running second, and there are 2 counters, one measuring the hours when you start the chronograph and the other one measuring the minutes. IWC did something very clever. They integrated the entire measurement of the chronograph in the dial that is positioned at 12 o'clock. So meanwhile, you see the chronograph running. I started it before this filming, and you see that it is running. The chronograph runs for 25 minutes. You just read the little dial as you read the time on your watch. So it's so easy to read. You see 25 minutes and 40 seconds. You don't have to look twice because it's intuitive. You just look at the dial at 12 o'clock. It's functioning like a watch, like a clock with two hands, and you see 25 minutes, 50 seconds, and now the hand is approaching 26, and we are approaching with the red second hand 20, so it's 26 minutes. The running second is here, the time, very nice timepiece, intelligent solution of IWC with, of course, done an in-house movement. So that's an in-house chronograph movement, manufactured in Schaffhausen, developed in Schaffhausen. So a very nice watch, waterproof, done for sea, sailing, and so on. Very nice watch. With the A.LangeSoehne 1815 chronograph, we are entering, let's say, another dimension of chronographs. It's still a chronograph, but when I turn the watch around, you will very, very quickly discover we are in another world. There is no comparable chronograph movement on the market that is as beautiful aesthetically done as the movement of the 1815 chronograph. That's the movement that is also used in the datograph. That's the version of the chronograph with the big date indication. So this is the executional version without the big date. It's very, very, very sophisticated chronograph. Every single part has been polished and has been treated with a lot of time. And it is a chronograph that offers you also a flyback function. So you start the chronograph, you see the second hand running, and when you push the reset button, the second hand will fly back to 0 and restart without the need of pressing the start button here. The normal way to stop a chronograph is stop, reset to 0, and the flyback function that is integrated in this 1815 chronograph offers you the possibility to restart whatever you need to check or you need to time just by pressing the reset button, and you will see that the chronograph hand is flying back to 0, and as soon as you release the button, the watch starts again from 0 and you can start the next measurement. It's an unbelievable, beautiful chronograph in a white gold case. And once again, guys, please have a look to this beautiful movement. I hope, guys, you enjoyed my little presentation of those 5 chronographs, and what I would be interested now is to know from you which one you like most. So take some time and write a comment on the video what you have just seen, and tell us which of the 5 chronographs you like most.
So guys, thank you very much for watching our little presentation of chronographs. Some amazing among them, really amazing pieces. And if you guys now are interested to buy one, don't forget to screen or to get with your iPhone on the QR code. If you come to Luzern, if you come to Embassy, you will have a little surprise. They will offer you a very, very Swiss surprise. It's about chocolate, I can tell you, and it's very delicate and very sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like our videos on YouTube if you have seen them on YouTube, and thanks for watching.